Right, one of the big questions I used to get asked um, when I was playing full time was, why the hell did you never make it? And to be honest, it used to really piss me off. Yeah, I was a, I was a ball striker. I had the length. Um, I had a great short game. I was a good putter. I weren't very good with wedges. I think wedging is so important. Distance control so important. Technology really never did me any good. I was very good with the old wooden headed clubs and the old blades and the old Balata ball. I'm sure some of the boys can remember that. But how many people actually make a living playing golf? If you think there's 150 people on the US tour, 150 people on the European tour, what else have you got? You've got Asia, you've got South Africa, not a lot. So, you could say 1,000 people actually make a living playing golf and actually have got a card to play on a tour. The rest of the pros are scratching around trying to make a living. So when I was playing full time, what we had to do was we played a lot of mini tours. So there was like the MasterCard Tour, the Futures Tour, the Hippo Tour, there's now the Euro Pro Tour. And we paid more money to play in a tournament. We were playing for his own money. We were paying £250 to play in a tournament to try and win. I think it was 10 grand on the Europro first prize. If you didn't finish in the top 10, then you were losing money because you got your 250 quid entry fee, you've got your accommodation for 3 nights. So it was very, very tough. And we, like I say, I've had lots of help off some fantastic people and some good sponsors. Because if you didn't have sponsors, it was very tough for you to play. And it's been great, this lockdown and hearing some of the other guys who I used to play with a few years ago, and we had some unbelievable times and some unbelievable laughs, and we were all very competitive, and we lived our lives. I would not change a day of trying to make it. And I was very fortunate. I left no stone unturned. I say I was very fortunate. I just left no stone unturned. I was very. I had lessons off Peter Cowan, who's now become like the best coach in the world. I had lessons off Graham Walker, who's like the top England coach. A guy who really got me playing well was a guy called Ian Selby Green. He was a fantastic coach. I'm always play golf with my friend Neil Cheetham, who's now coaching me now, and he's made some really big changes, and I'm absolutely loving the way it's starting to look. So, as a golfer, you're always trying to get better. You're always trying to search for that right holy grail. What's going to make me make it? My distance control was a big thing that let me down. All of a sudden, I could hit it. I could hit me 165 yards, and I probably could have hit it 885 yards. I always remember with Craig Corrigan, he always said, "What are you doing playing with us?" He says, "You're far too good to be playing with us, and you should be playing with the big boys." And then we played in the Manchester Open one time, and that's when it really hit me when he said, "I know why you never made it, Raggy." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "You must be frightened to death." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "When you're on a fairway," he says, "you just, all of a sudden, you just get one that goes an extra 20, 30 yards, can't you?" Which I could. So that was down to my technique, a lot of it. But I wouldn't be outworked. Might have enjoyed myself when I was playing, but I would not be outworked. The lads will verify that. I'm sure that I was always on that practice ground beating balls, and probably did it too much. Sometimes all you're ingraining is your faults. So it's very important that you practice the right things. I think that's what sports psychologists and all these performance coaches now have brought in, that less is more and quality rather than quantity. We had to, sometimes when we were going to play, we had to find a game on the practice ground, or when you were warming up, you know, you'd all of a sudden you'd find something, and you work on that field for the day. Whereas now with technology and TrackMan and all this sort of stuff, the golf has definitely changed, and I think it's much better for the amateur now. The equipment has got so much better that there's drivers out there where all of a sudden people who, if they were trying to hit a wooden headed club, they wouldn't be able to hit it. They'd just topple it along the floor. Whereas now you hear this whoosh, strike and it's gone, which is fantastic. Fantastic for golf. So that was just a little bit of, yeah, I wish I'd have got on tour. And I think if I had a season on tour when I was in my prime, I'd have done really well. I'd have had 20 games or 25 tournaments to try and make some money. But unfortunately, tour school is an horrendous place to go. You can play well all year, but the pressure on you at tour school and the guys who got used to get through tour school, amazing. To play under that pressure, get through, to get your card, to enable you to play for the year, and to be where you've always thought about playing, and playing with the guys you've always wanted to play with, and that's an amazing thing. And I honestly take my hat off to those. So yeah, it's not an easy game to play or to make a living out of, but I had a great crack and a great life doing it, and I just love giving back. So I want to try and my life now is about trying to get somebody who could actually go and make it and pass on my knowledge to do that. But also, nothing excites me more than seeing a 20 handicapper drop his handicap to 12. If people have got goals and they want to get from 12 to 6 or 6 to scratch, then I'd love to pass on my knowledge and help them. Because, I got helped out by some fantastic people. And I just want to, just a little chat just a little bit of chat about golf and pros that, have struggled and kept on playing. They're the balls to do it. They're the ones that were brave enough to keep going. I kept going till I was 41, thinking, yeah, I can still do this. I can still do it, and they had the belief. Anyway, it's starting to flash now. So just a little story. Not a story, just a little bit of info on life as a golf pro. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all going to enjoy your golf. If you've played, hope you played well. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're going to play, enjoy. Because that's what it's all about, enjoying golf. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.